age, we have to be more and more careful about what we eat. Some foods can be very helpful, however. Dr. Milady Murphy is here from Shelton State's Health and Wellness Center to tell us more about it. Dr. Murphy, it's good to see you again.
Always a pleasure, Danny. You know, the newest word described by the Mayo Clinic is called the anti-inflammatory foods. It's the latest buzzword in medical news. And what they're finding out is just what you said in the segue. You have to eat to be healthy.
Right.
And what they're finding out in their research, and more is being done, that there are these functional foods that they deem anti-inflammatory that have disease prevention properties in the area of heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, type 2 diabetes, even certain forms of arthritis. And you know, our viewers out there really pay attention to News at 4, so I'd like to break it down in the categories of that these anti-inflammatory foods are in, and the more powerful ones to name.
Right.
We know in complex carbohydrates, all fruits and vegetables are considered now anti-inflammatory, but those that have the highest amount of antioxidants have the best functionality in reversing the disease process. They're now saying foods in fruits like pomegranate, blueberries, very powerful antioxidants, and they have these anti-inflammatory properties against the diseases that we just mentioned. Very powerful. In the area of vegetables like kale and broccoli, they're the powerhouses of those vegetables. Now, I want to say this, all fruits and vegetables are deemed very healthy and functional, but certain foods have the highest amount of anti-inflammatory properties, and people can get on the internet now and look up these superfoods. In the area of protein, they're very specific. You know, we think now all red meat is bad. They're now saying animals that have been fed grass, grass-fed, actually that red meat is higher in omega-3 fatty acids, which have very good disease-preventing properties.
Really?
Isn't that good to know, especially around 4th of July?
Sure.
Also, and we've talked about this many times, cold water fish, they have the best amount of omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, right? Tuna, mackerel, even anchovies. So that's interesting in the area of protein, and chicken. And then the fats, they recommend canola oil, olive oil, nuts, avocados. You know, these foods have the highest amount of anti-inflammatory properties as they relate to disease. And if people get a little confused, look up the Mediterranean diet, because they're also talking about dairy, that they have anti-inflammatory properties if they are no fat, like skim milk that may be organic, or the no-fat yogurt if you can't tolerate dairy, you know, in the form of milk. So these are foods where you can eat, you can fuel the body, you can have energy and stamina, and they can reverse the disease properties in many cases. You know, talk to your physician before you do this, but you know, it's very positive now in the area of research in looking at nutrition as anti-inflammatory.
Organic skim milk.
Yes.
I didn't know there was such a thing. Just by the nature of it being skim,
absolutely.
I didn't know that it could be organic too.
And see, here's the thing, Daniel. You know, we teach this in our health classes. You know, sometimes we can put in hormones or you know, antibiotics. And so when a cow has been organic, grass-fed, been happy, as they say. That's organic, and if it's skim milk, it has anti-inflammatory properties rather than the reverse.
So just because they skimmed it down some doesn't make it non-organic.
That's right.
See, I like whole milk, but I like organic whole milk.
Oh, well, that's okay, but we're working towards the skim, right?
It keeps me fat.
It keeps you happy.
It does, it does. All right, thanks so much, Dr. Murphy. You can find out more about the Health and Wellness Center online at sheltonstate.edu or by calling 205-391-2994.